So, I've been watching some vlogs and interesting subject has come to my attention. Friends. I watched a vlog recently that was posted about a month ago, so quite a fair while ago now. But the subject intrigued me because it was loads of comments afterwards saying how people on the internet can't be your friends, not counted as real friends. And I was kind of like, what the fuck? Because I've had friends that I've known on the internet, only through the internet, for over 2.5 years, and I would regard them as real friends because, you know, they're just awesome friends. So like the author of the video that had all these comments, he did a reply video, and I'm doing a response to these kind of comments as well, just to make it clear to everybody. I've had friends, as I mentioned, on the internet for over 2.5 years, and to be honest, they are great. They're more than great. They're brilliant. And so yeah, hey internet friends, you know who you are. So yeah, well, there's so much you can do with internet friends which perhaps you can't do with your other friends. Like, you can share like your views and opinions and secrets and stuff, which perhaps you might not be able to do with your like friends, shall we call them reality friends, like friends that aren't from the cyber world, because you can like express how you're feeling and accept, you know, things like that, without having to look at them. You know how it's so easy to write things down rather than look someone in the eye and tell them how you're feeling. It's so much better, and like you can talk about like your best friends, you know, the good times, the bad times, or you know, stuff that you're going through that perhaps you only feel that you can tell your cyber friends, because you know they can be there for you, and you know you can't see how they look at you. You can't see how they're judging you. Which, okay, that sounds a bit wrong. I can't really get over what I'm trying to say, but you might get the idea of what I'm talking about. Plus, another plus side is that you can trust them you can trust them so much better than your real friends. I'm not saying that in a bad light, like, or you know, friends that you make that are your best friends, who aren't from the internet. Yeah, they will never be good. They'll never be better. Of course they are. That, you know, you've known them longest, and like you know who they are, especially when you've like lived with them, like my flatmates, for example. But there's something different about internet friends. Like you can tell them stuff, and you know that it's never ever going to come back on you. They're never going to like backstab you, because they don't know who your real friends are. You know, they're not going to exactly like try and like hunt all your friends down on Facebook or MySpace and like send them messages saying, oh, do you know, she's been saying this about you, she's been saying that about you. Not unless they're like really psychotic or really strange. And if you've known them for like 2.5 years, then you should like know, you know, who you can trust, which I do. Back to the point. You can have real friends from the internet. You can communicate with them. You can be best friends with them. You know, you can even get to a point where you actually like do end up meeting them, and they're no longer like internet friends. And now I'm not talking about the friends that like will go on to, well, not friends really. They're more like just people who think it's a popularity contest. Go onto Facebook, MySpace, Bebo, just add you, even if they don't know you, even from like loads of different countries, just to like make them look like they have the most friends, like getting their friends count up by having like 50,000 friends. They're not real friends. They're not like, they just think it seems to be a contest, and they're not real friends if they add you like just to get up the numbers. If you understand what I'm talking about, when you go onto like someone's profile, they just like try to add you, and you see that they've got like a ridiculous amount of number of friends. You know, if it's not due to like being popular through something like vlogging or doing like really clever videos, etc., or like writing really good like blogs or novels or whatever it is that they might post on the internet, you know, the really interesting stuff that people add to be a fan type of thing. So yeah, they aren't real friends, which I would agree with. I will admit that I haven't actually met anybody that I've made friends with on the internet in real life, mainly because like I'm really busy, it's inconvenient, haven't got the time, which is basically me being busy. Just never got round to it. And I think like, you know, some of my friends will have on the internet will have different rules to me about meeting people off the internet. I mean, I could quite easily quite comfortably meet some of them. Once a couple even like live near to my hometown, so it's not that difficult to. But well, not being at my hometown at the minute, seeing as I'm in Lincoln studying, it makes it harder. But there we go. But yeah, they're all lovely, and I wouldn't be afraid at all to meet them, or you know, it'd be quite good, especially like when you know that you have the same interests and you can like go into depth and detail about like how you really feel like passionate about certain things, like being passionate about Lost. It's really good to like be able to speak to people who have like the same sort of like same passionate insight on it. There's not many people that I know who are as obsessive about it as I am. You know, just like I'm really lucky that one of my flatmates is as obsessed about Doctor Who as I am. I think, well, I don't think as obsessed, I think he's more obsessed, if that's possible. But there we go, he knows far more a lot about it than I do, because, well, he was into the old episodes as well. Whereas I've kind of like only just caught up from the Christopher Eccleston seasons. So I'm kind of new to this whole vlogging thing, so I have to excuse how crap my video editing and videoing is. You know, like I said before, I'm only using a webcam because I haven't got a proper camera yet. And I only use Windows Movie Maker because I haven't got anything better. I used to have stuff like After Effects and stuff, but a couple of weeks back my laptop went really crap and broke down on me and had to have everything wiped off. So everything I worked really hard on getting, like Photoshop and After Effects and all these other sort of like clever things that are really useful for media students, they all got wiped off. So I have to work on rebuilding them back now. And so my editing won't be very good. And neither will my fan vids that I make, if you've ever watched my Lost and Doctor Who ones. So yeah, and and the fact that I've lost like all my Lost videos as well, as in all the seasons that I used to make the clips and stuff. Whereas I've just caught up with getting my Doctor Who ones back, so that's a good thing. So they'll be on the go. I'm struggling with doing one at the minute, 'cause it's like really hard to like fit the song in with that I've chosen with the theme of what I'm doing at the minute, which you'll see very soon when it comes on YouTube in probably the next few days, because it normally takes me 3, 4, maybe 5 days to make them. So they're, you know, something to look forward to if you think that I'm any good at it. I don't think I'm amazing. Well, I'm not a patch on this user Soppy Sofa. You have to check her out if you're a Lost fan and you really like the others. She does really good videos on them, so check her out. I love her videos, they are brilliant. And anywho, I would say goodbye now, because that's all I'm going to say. It's like, it's yeah, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm like recording this, because I should be going to bed, but I have the day off work tomorrow, so you know, I don't have to be up early, which is a good thing. Goodbye to my friends especially, so that would be Sophie, Steph, Charlie, Edith, Rachel, Jason, Sophie, Beth, John and Co, because the list is too long to read out, and anyone else who's bothered to watch this, it's much appreciated. So yeah, so good night for now, and catch you on here again soon, when I've either with my next Doctor Who fan vid or with one of these random blog things. Okay, thank you very much, and toodle-doo. Well, not toodle-doo, toodles.